Hey everybody, the purpose of this video is to get you a set of solutions to this quiz on, looks like the incidence of hungry children. We got two different schools. It looks like we got 20% did not have breakfast and 12% didn't have breakfast. So I'm going to drag this guy over here to the other side because you guys have it in front of you. And we got a little template sheet going here. We are testing definitely, it looks like percentages. So let's go ahead and select that. All right, and it looks to be like we're defining the variables as p's. Let's copy the p and paste the p. P1, I'm going to make that P1, subscript it. Subscript P1, it doesn't really matter which school. We'll just make this be equal the incidence of hunger at school 1. Maybe spell hunger correctly too while we're at it. And maybe make this not subscripted. Maybe make this lowercase. And then we also need the incidence of hunger at school 2. All right, there we go. It looks like we are looking for a difference, statistically significant difference. So really, the only thing we're going to be checking here is P1 not equal to... Where's not equals? I may have to go look this one up. Yep. So not equals, close, P2. I should have changed that to 2 up here. My apologies. All right. Is that subscripted there? Yeah, it is. Okay. So you got P1 not equal to P2. The null hypothesis, of course, is that they're exactly the same, or at least statistically significantly the same, or I should say statistically not being able to identify them as being different. Two types of error. Okay, so the first type of error would be saying there is a difference in hunger rates when there isn't. So we're going to go ahead and make that red so it stands out. And then type 2 error would be saying there isn't a difference in hunger rates when there is. And I'm having a hard time with punctuation here. Isn't. All right. So which type would be worse in your opinion? Maybe, I could see either way. Type 1 perhaps, because you might say that if you identify one school as having a higher or lower rate, you might either redirect or deny funding to the school that needs it. That's one way of viewing it. A type 2 error might be bad is because you've missed the fact that one of the schools has a higher hunger rate and therefore might need more resources designed to it. So honestly, I can kind of see either one. So it's up to you guys as to which one you guys think is the chief offender. Definitely a Z distribution. We're testing 2 proportions. All right, the test statistic is going to be a Z. Let's fire up the TI here. Is it this guy? Yep. All right. So now we need to feed these guys through our stat tester. It's going to be a 2 prop Z test. All right. Now, let's see. In school 1, we've got a sample size of 80. So we're going to put 80 here. Up here, it's 20% of 80, which would be 16 of the students. Down here, we have 180 students. And we had 12% of 180, which would be 1. That doesn't round evenly. That's 12%. Whoops. Sorry about that. Got to use the keypad. 12% of 180. 80. And that comes out to be 21.6. Let's make it 22 because the TI does not like decimal versions. I mean, they couldn't have actually gotten exactly 12% anyway, because if they ask 180 kids, they got a whole number, so it's obviously closest to 22. And we're checking for a difference. Let's take a look and see if there is a statistically significant difference. Not by these standards. We've got a Z-score of about 1.64. Okay, I'm going to make that lowercase. And that carries a big p-value of about 10%. Which, going by our class standard of 5%, means that it does not appear that I'll be lazy again. It does not appear that there's a difference in hunger rates. And we could make a type 2 because we're giving a negative test result. So that's the type 2 potential. So type 2, because of a large p-value, does not look like these kids have a difference in hunger rates, even though 12% is less than 20, because we only saw it over the course of a grand total of 260 kids. The difference doesn't pan out statistically significantly. All right, hope that helped. See you in class.